Alright, boys, just got done with my cardio. It's a little bit later because the gym opened at 8, and then I was just getting some more work done before I went to the gym. But got done with abs and cardio. But before that, I didn't feel like even hitting abs or cardio. When I woke up, I felt like sleeping in. I didn't feel like getting up. I felt like sleeping an extra 3 hours. But still got up at 5:30, did my push-ups, posted them on Instagram, drank my 32 ounces, read 10 pages of a book, or 10 minutes, and then posted some stories, and then got to work on my fitness program that I'm building, and then head to the gym. But when you don't feel like doing it, you need to think about your goals, think about who you want to become, and think about everything that you want to achieve and who you want to be. But the first thing you need to do, if you haven't done this already, take some time, no stimulation, no music, write down everything that you want to do. Write down all the cars you want to have, write down what you want to look like, how you want your physique to look, how much you want to weigh, what body fat percentage, everything. Like, you want to write down everything. The physique, how you want to speak, how you want to look, how you want to carry yourself, and how strong you're going to be, everything. Write it all down. Because it's not about how. It's about who you have to become that is capable of achieving all of those things that you want. Because if you don't have a set destination to where you want to be, if you don't have that person that you want to become like, my fault. But if you don't have that person, that version of you that you want to become like, that best version of you, who has that physique, has that car, has that business, has everything that you want. Because if you don't have that set in your mind, whenever things get hard and you don't feel like doing it, you're not going to have anything to look at and be like, nah, I need to get that goal. I need to achieve that. I'm still chasing that. What am I doing slacking off? Because if you don't have a set destination, if a boat doesn't have a set destination, it's just going to drift off in the ocean. And it's just going to drift off. It's going to get somewhere, but it's not going to get to where you want. Never. That's why you need to have a set, desired goal of who you want to be, how you want to speak, how you want to look, how much money you want to make, what car you want to drive, what girl you want to have, everything. Write down everything you want to do, the person you want to become in the next 6 to 12 months. Because if you do it farther than that, then you're going to start getting lazy and start thinking, oh no, I have time. I got years and years and years. I could do this next year. Do it 6 to 12 months, and it needs to be a drastic change of who you're going to become. Because if it's not a drastic change, then you're just going to slack off because you know you're going to get there. Your goals have to be so big, the things you want to achieve, the person you want to become, the physique you want to have, they have to be so out of reach with the current version of you, so that the current version of you can't achieve them right now. So that you have to become a better version of yourself to achieve those. Because if you just set goals that the current version of you can achieve right now, you're never going to get any better, and you're not going to improve yourself at all. You need to set goals that the current version of you can't achieve, but the future version of you that you're going to have to become to achieve those goals will achieve. You need to set big goals. If they don't scare you, that you think, oh, I might not be able to get it, then they're too small. You need to set them so big to where you doubt yourself a little bit, but you work so hard that you outwork your self-doubt every single day, so that you still have that self-confidence that you could get it. When you first write them down, you're going to have a little doubt. You're going to be like, can I even achieve that in 6 to 12 months? Can I even get there? Can I even look like that? Can I get that car in 6 to 12 months? Can I make this business work out in 6 to 12 months? You're going to have that little doubt. But that's when you go in every single day. You set a routine. You set the tasks you need to do. And you get to working on them. And you outwork your self-doubt. Then at the end of the day, when you put all the work out, you let it all out on the battlefield. You did everything that you're supposed to do and more. you're going to have zero doubt. You're going to have zero stress that even a question that if you're going to make it. Because you're doing everything that you're supposed to do to get there. You're going to literally sleep so good at night because you know that you're doing everything you're supposed to do to get to that goal in that amount of time. And all you have to do is stay consistent, and you'll get there when you can't control when you get there, but you know that you're going to get there, and it's going to be soon because of how much work you're putting in. But you're going to, at the end of the day, you're going to be like, damn, I did all that work. I'm definitely going to get there in these 6 to 12 months. Or the opposite of that. You don't set any goal. You don't have any vision of who you want to become. You don't set any structure, no foundation, no routine every single day that you have to do. You're just going to slack off the whole fucking day. You're not going to do anything. And you're going to look at the end of the day that you just wasted. You didn't do anything productive, nothing that's going to get you to your goal. Things that are just wasting your time and making you a worse person. And you're going to look. And you're going to feel guilt, shame, disgust. And you're just going to feel shit. You're going to feel like shit because you didn't do anything that's going to get you to your goal. And that's when you start stressing. That's when you start, nah, can I even get there? I don't even know if I could get there because you're not even doing the required work. Sorry about that. But you're not even doing the required work. That's why you start doubting yourself. You start thinking, I can't even get there. I don't think I could get there because you're not doing the things that you're supposed to do. Of course you're not going to get there. Of course your subconscious is going to think, yeah, he says he's going to get there, but he doesn't do anything to get there. He's not doing any of the work that he's supposed to do. That's when you start doubting yourself. That's when you can't sleep at night. That's when you start stressing. That's when you start literally just being so overwhelmed and so stressed out that you just go on Instagram and just waste your time because it's too scary that you're not going to make it. Because you have no structure, you have no standard, and you have no goal. Think about this. When you have no single goal and it gets hard to do, you don't have a single goal in your mind of who you want to become. And when it gets hard, when the alarm goes off and you have to get up, you're going to be like, nah, I'm going to just sleep in. I'm not even working towards anything. I don't have a set goal in a certain amount of time. You're just going to think, I have plenty of time to get it. And you don't even know what you want because you don't have it written down to specific of who you want to become and what you want. And then, because when it gets hard, you're not going to think of anything that you're chasing. You're not going to think of anything that you set out to get. You're just going to think, nah, I could stay comfortable. I could just slack off and just waste time because I'm not chasing anything. I don't want anything. I don't even know what I want. So I'm going to just waste time. That's what happens when you have no destination, no vision, no vision board of who you want to become, what you want to do, what you want to look like. That is what you need to do. You need to make that. Make your vision board. Make everything that you want in the next 6 to 12 months and that you want to achieve in the 6 to 12 months, who you want to become, what you want to achieve, everything. And then as soon as it gets hard, as soon as you don't feel like waking up, you know, think about that version of you that you want to become who has all those things and that is capable of getting all those things. If you think about that version, think about, would he sleep in right now? The version of me who has everything that I want and works way harder, works as hard as he can, never slacks off, is focused 24/7. Would he sleep in right now? No, he wouldn't sleep in. Would he procrastinate right now? No, he wouldn't. Would he miss the gym and make an excuse? No, he wouldn't. Would he miss tracking his food? No, he wouldn't. Would he be late to that appointment? No, he wouldn't. Would he slack off here? No. Would he cut corners here? No. You start doing everything that he would do. And by doing everything that he would do, you start to become that person because you're doing exactly what he's doing. And you might improve from him. You might do things better than him. And then you end up becoming better than him. By setting a goal, thinking about what that version of you would do, and just following his steps. And just by following his steps over a certain amount of time, you're eventually going to become him and even better than him because you set out a goal and you're doing everything that he would do in that situation. And then whenever it gets hard again, and you don't feel like doing it, you don't feel like going to the gym, you don't feel like waking up, you don't feel like doing that work, then you start thinking, nah, I want that goal so bad, I want that car so bad, I want that physique so bad, I don't feel like doing this cardio, don't feel like hitting abs, don't feel like hitting chest, don't feel like hitting legs, but I want that physique where it's balanced and I actually look aesthetic and I look good and I'm not embarrassed to take my shirt off. I take my shirt off at the beach and all the girls are literally like, what the fuck? And all the dudes are literally like, I want to be like him. And the girls are literally looking at you like, damn, I want him. That is the physique you want. And that's what you need to do whenever you don't feel like doing it. Whenever you don't feel like doing the things that make your physique better, you need to think about that physique that you want and how it's going to feel when you do have that physique, and how it's going to feel when you look like that in the mirror, and how it's going to be when you walk into public functions, like at the beach, in a meeting, when you shake someone's hand, when somebody looks at you. You need to think about how it would feel to have that goal, and think about, this is the work that's required for me to get there. And at the end of the day, when you don't feel like doing it, it all comes down to how much willpower you have and how bad you want it. Setting the goal, setting the desire, setting that and thinking about the goals, that's all necessary. But what is also necessary is having that self-belief by doing all the work that you're supposed to do. You're going to build that self-belief, and then thinking about that goal and actually wanting it that bad. You need to want it, because if you don't want it, you're never going to get it. Why would you get something that you don't want? If you don't want something, you're not going to do the work to get it. You need to actually want it and be hungry for it. When you're hungry, you don't procrastinate to eat. You wouldn't procrastinate if you actually wanted it. If you were actually hungry, you'll do every single thing that you need to do every single day to get to that goal. Sorry about that. But you procrastinate because you're not actually hungry for it. You don't want it. You don't want it that bad. You need to want it as bad as you need it in your life. You need to think that I can't live a life without having this. So I'm going to do the work to get it because I just want it that bad. If you don't want it that bad, if you don't have a goal set in mind of who you want to become, if you don't have those goals that you want to achieve and that person you want to look like, that person who you want to be like, whenever it gets hard and you don't feel like doing it, whenever that alarm goes off and you feel like sleeping in, you're just going to sleep in because you don't want it and you don't have a set destination of where you want to go in a certain amount of time. You're just going to sleep in because you don't have no goal, no drive to get there, and you just don't want it at the end of the day, and you don't even know where you're going. If you don't have a destination, you're never going to get anywhere. You need to set that destination, set the goals, think about them whenever you don't feel like doing something that you know you're supposed to do to get to those goals, and you have to actually want it at the end of the day. You have to be so uncomfortable with your current life right now that it pushes you over the edge to make a change and change your life. You're not hungry for it because you're too comfortable with where you are. You're too comfortable with how unsuccessful you are. You're too comfortable with how you look in the mirror. You're too comfortable with how skinny and weak you are in the mirror. It doesn't piss you off that you're only benching a certain amount of weight and some dude next to you looks way better than you, and he's benching way more than you, and he's repping it out way more. It doesn't piss you off when you see that. It doesn't. You're too comfortable with where you are. You're too comfortable with how you look in the mirror. You're too comfortable with how unsuccessful you are. And you're going to stay like that forever until you actually get uncomfortable enough to get out of that situation. Because if you're too comfortable, if you're comfortable with where you are, why would you take any action to get out of that situation? You love being there. You say you hate that job, but then you don't do any of the work to get out of that job. You love that job. You love it. Because if you didn't, if you actually hated it, you would take so much action and do all the work required to quit that job and do something better. But no, you love that job. You say you hate your physique, but yeah, you don't do any of the work to improve it. You don't do that cardio. You don't show up to the gym when you don't feel like it. You don't do those workouts that you need to do. You don't track your calories. You don't eat the right food. You don't eat healthy. You don't eat clean. You love your physique. You love how weak and skinny you look in the mirror. You love how skinny fat you are. You love it because you're not taking any action to get out of that and actually get a better physique. You love looking like shit in the mirror. You love looking like that. Because if you were truly unsatisfied and uncomfortable with how you look, you will look at yourself in the mirror like, what the fuck is that? I need to make a change. Boom, you start tracking your food. Start tracking your workouts. You go to the gym when you don't feel like it. You do everything that you're supposed to do to get to that physique. If you're not consistent, you're too comfortable with where you are. You say you hate the car that you have, but you take no action to get the dream car that you want. You love that shitty car that you have. You love it. You love it at the end of the day. You're too comfortable there. Too comfortable. Whenever you don't feel like it. You can never tell somebody of who they're going to become by just what they say. You don't rise to your ambitions. You fall down to your standards. If you had a friend and he told you, nah, I'm gonna get jacked in the gym this by summer. I'm gonna get jacked in a year. I'm gonna look crazy. He shows you a video of what he wants to look like, a picture. He's like, nah, I'm gonna get like that. I'm gonna really lock in. And then guess what? You show up to the gym 5-6 days a week at the same time that he's supposed to go. And guess what? You never see him. And you ask him, when was the last time you went to the gym? He's like, nah, I haven't even started. And you're literally thinking, sorry about that. And you're literally thinking, bro, what are you doing? You said you wanted it. You said you were going to change. And yet you're not doing anything. You're too comfortable with where you are. And he's like, nah, bro, I want it. I'm going to get there. Watch. I have time. And you just look at him and you don't believe him anymore. And you don't even want to help him anymore because he's not even going to do the work at all. Because he just doesn't want it. He's too comfortable with where he is. So you just take your attention off of him. You're like, yeah, this dude ain't going to do shit. He's not doing anything. He's not going to get there. He says he wants it, but then he doesn't do anything to get there. Imagine how your mind thinks about you. You say the same thing. You say, nah, I'm going to get jacked. I'm going to get rich. I'm going to make that business work out. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to get that crazy physique in 6 to 12 months. And guess what? Your mind hears you say that. You look in the mirror and you say that. And your mind, your subconscious, sees you every single day do the things that you're not supposed to do. Not do the things that you're supposed to do. Guess what your mind is thinking about you? Your mind is thinking about you like that one friend who doesn't do what he says he's going to do. Your mind looks at you and thinks, this dude isn't going to get anywhere. This dude is just full of shit. He's just talking out of his ass, saying he's going to be successful. He's going to get jacked. He's going to get in shape. He's going to get that physique. And guess what? He does nothing to actually get there. He doesn't ask advice from anybody doing better than him. He doesn't go to the gym when he doesn't feel like it. He doesn't track his calories. He doesn't do that cardio. He doesn't do anything that he's supposed to do. And he doesn't do everything that he's supposed to do. He cuts corners. Guess what your mind is thinking about you? The same thing as you would to that friend. Your mind is thinking, man, this guy is full of shit. This guy doesn't do anything that he says he's going to do. And he's not going to get there ever if he keeps this up. Never. Your mind thinks the same thing about you as you think to that friend who doesn't do anything that he says he's going to do, who just slacks off every single opportunity that he can. And your mind thinks the same thing about you. That's why your self-belief is so into the ground. Your self-belief is so shit. Because anytime you told yourself you're going to do something, you're going to hit that big goal, you don't do any other work to get there. You say you're going to quit smoking. You say you're going to quit vaping. You say you're going to quit drinking. And guess what? You still fall into it every week, every day, every month. You give yourself an excuse. Oh, no, I've had a hard month. I deserve it. I've been clean for a week. I get to go back into it. Your brain thinks the same thing about you. You say you're going to quit porn. Guess what? You fall back into it a week. You fall back into it every 2 weeks, every month. You give yourself an excuse. Be like, oh, no, I've been clean for 90 days. I get to deserve this. Bro, you're fucking disgusting. Look at yourself in the mirror. If your parents saw everything that you would do, they would be ashamed of you. And yourself is ashamed of you. You need to fucking make a change right now. Because, bro, your mind thinks the same thing about you. You tell yourself you're going to do something. Your mind is literally looking at you, saying, man, this guy is full of shit. This dude's not going to do anything. He's not going to achieve that at all. He's too comfortable with where he is, and he's not going to make that big goal that he says, that he tells everybody he's going to do, that he tells himself he's going to do. Your brain thinks the same thing about you. That's why whenever you tell yourself you're going to do something else other than those big goals, you don't even think you could do them, and you just start doubting yourself for even the most little things ever. If you can't do the little things, if you say you're going to make your bed and then you don't even do it, you say you're going to wake up early and you don't even do it, you say you're going to track your calories and you don't even do it, you tell yourself you're going to go to the gym and you don't even do it, you're going to go do cardio and you don't even do it, guess what your mind is thinking? If he can't do all these little things that help him, how is he going to do the big things that require more from him? If he can't even make his bed, if he can't even wake up early every single day, how is he going to be successful? How is he going to do the work that's required for him to get jacked? He's never going to achieve any of these big goals, because how you do anything is how you do everything. If you slack off with making your bed and waking up early on time every single day, and you slack off with posting every single day, you're going to slack off with all the bigger things that you have to do. If you slack off with folding your clothes, guess what? That's going to leak into everything else. You're going to start slacking off in other little things. You slack off with washing the dishes. You're going to start slacking off in things in your business. You're going to start slacking in your physique, in your food, in your diet, in your training, everything. Because how you do anything is how you do everything. You need to look at yourself in the fucking mirror and think and say, ask yourself, am I doing the required work? If what I'm doing right now on the daily, is this going to get me to my goal? And there's two answers. It's either yes or no. Is it going to get me to my goal in 6 to 12 months? Yes or no? The answer is no. You got fucking work to do today. Make a plan today. Make that vision, the person you want to become, everything today. Don't just watch this video and then just go fuck off and go click on another YouTube video, because you're just wasting your time and mentally masturbating to watching these videos, thinking you're going to be successful when that's not the actual work that you're supposed to do. Information is useless without implementation. You don't have an information problem. You have an implementation problem. Because you're going to watch this video and then you're not going to do shit from it, because you don't want it that bad and you're too lazy, because how you do anything is how you do everything. You're going to watch this video and you're not going to do shit. You're going to watch some other informational video and you're not going to do shit again. You're going to be taking notes and make that vision. Get pictures from Google, put it to your notes, put it to like whatever to set your goals. Make your vision board in your notes, on paper, in your room, anywhere that you want. But actually have one that you could look at every day and say, I'm chasing that, and I'm not gonna stop until I get there. And even if I get there, I'm still gonna keep pushing to bigger goals. But that's only if you're built different. If you're built different, you're gonna do everything to reach that best version of you. It has everything you want. That car, that girl, that physique, everything. Think about it. If your younger self, who was still a kid, and he saw you right now, weak and skinny, still vaping, still smoking, still drinking, still watching porn and jerking off to fucking pixels, and to girls who don't even know you fucking exist, and you're still chasing girls who don't give a fuck about you. You're still following girls on Instagram who don't follow you back, liking all their pictures, simping over them, and they don't even care about you. Still chasing pleasure over purpose. What will your younger self think about you? would your younger self even look up to you? You know he wouldn't. You know deep down he wouldn't even fucking admire you at all. He would literally just look at you as a loser. And he would think, and if he knew that would be him in the future, he would literally panic and be depressed right there. Because he would literally be like, there's no way I end up a loser like him. There's no way I just end up like a fucking dumbass like him, who just still falls into all of those things that he says he's gonna quit. Doesn't take any action to quit them. Bro, it's not that hard to quit an addiction. It takes 21 days to beat an addiction. Truly. Once you get past those 21 days, those cravings are over. Those first 21 days are the hardest. After that, it becomes easy. Easy. And you just have to want the benefits of quitting so bad to where staying in comfort of doing it and hurting your mind and your body is not worth it. You need to want the benefits so bad and actually realize and be honest with yourself that what you're doing is killing you. You smoking is killing you. You vaping is killing you. You keep watching porn is killing you, and you jerking off is killing you. You drinking is killing you. If you do it excessively, it's killing you. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, this is holding me back from the goals that I want to reach, and I need to stop this right now in order to reach that goal. Or else, this is going to hold me back so much, and I'm not even going to reach that goal at all if I just keep doing this bullshit that's holding me back. You need to be honest with yourself and say, you need to write down every single thing that's holding you back. Every single thing that you think is holding you back. Those fake friends, you drinking, you vaping, you jerking off, you fucking doing all of those. All that bullshit. You scrolling on Instagram, you watching YouTube videos and not taking action from them and not implementing the information that you learn from them. You watching that Netflix show. You're watching those movies when you haven't done any work, you haven't accomplished anything, and you're still staying in comfort. You sleeping in, you not tracking your food, you missing the gym when you don't feel like it. You need to write down every single thing that you think is holding you back from reaching those goals, and be honest with yourself. Don't say some bullshit like, nah, weed makes me focus more, weed calms me down. Like, bro, stop lying to yourself. Actually be honest. You know it's hurting you, and you know if you quit, you're gonna be a way better person, and you're actually gonna reach that goal. Write down everything that you know is holding you back, everything that you think is holding you back, everything that you think will hold you back in the future if you keep doing it. Everything. And now write down all your goals, or look at all your goals that you wrote down, the person you want to become. Think about it. Is it worth me doing all of these things to stay in comfort, but I don't reach the goal? Or is it more worth it to quit all of these things that are holding me back, but I reach that goal? And if you want those goals bad enough, you'll do anything to get them. You'll quit all that bullshit like nothing. You'll quit it that same day because you just want that goal bad enough. But you need to look at the things that are holding you back, look at the things that you could achieve, and all the things you want, and think about it. If I quit all of these, I could reach that goal. And if I don't, if I stay in comfort, I'm not going to reach that goal. Like, still caring what other people think, still afraid to post, still afraid to build that business because you're afraid of failing in front of everybody. All of those fears, all of those addictions, all of those bad habits, think about it. You need to think, is it worth for me to keep doing these and stay in comfort but not reach my goal? Because there's a life where you're the exact same age that you are right now, where you have achieved everything that you want already. Because you just wanted it that bad. You cut out all that bullshit years ago, 3 years ago. And now you have everything that you want. You're making the money that you want. You have the physique, you have the car, everything. You need to think. List out everything that's holding you back, everything that will help you get there. You say, I need to start doing all of these, and I need to cut out all of these. You need to actually get to work and stop just watching these YouTube videos and not taking action from them. Actually get to work after watching this video. And also, if you want to post content, you want to start your journey, you want to start that business where it requires you to post content, you're scared of starting that business because you're scared of what other people think of you. Think about it. Is it really worth pleasing those people by not doing anything that makes you weird or stupid? Think about it. Is it really worth still caring what they think and let them control your fucking life for you not to reach your dream life that you want? Because if that's more worth it to you, to keep them happy, even though they're not going to be fucking happy, they're going to hate on you regardless. They're going to talk shit regardless of what you do. So you might as well do what you want to do to get to your goal and actually reach your goal. But is it really worth it to stay in that comfort of just caring what people think? Is it really worth it to you? Like, you think, I care what they think. If you care what people think to so much to where it stops you from doing your own decisions, stops you from chasing your goals, it stops you from reaching those goals that you want, you're a people pleaser. You're a people pleaser. And you think, is it worth it for me to please these people by not doing anything out of the ordinary, for them to call me weird and for them to think I'm weird and for them to call me stupid and think I'm dumb, for me not to reach my goal? Think about it. You're letting them control your life and you're satisfying them and you're not even reaching your goal. And they're going to talk shit regardless of what you do. They're going to talk shit if you get a good job. They're going to talk shit if you get a bad job. They're going to talk shit if you start a business. They're going to talk shit if that business fails. They're going to talk shit if you don't even start a business and you don't even have a job. They're going to talk shit about regardless of what you do. They're going to be talking shit about you. Regardless if you don't get in the gym, if you stay skinny fat and weak, they're still going to talk shit about you. Guess what? You get jacked in the gym, they're still going to talk shit about you. It doesn't matter. Those kinds of people are going to talk shit regardless. And those kinds of people, you're going to let them control your life. Think about that. Think about when you reach the end of your life and all these people that opinions you were scared of are now dead. And you're going to think, wow, all those people hold me back from reaching my dream life, my goals, and now they're dead. Think about them. They stopped you. They controlled your whole fucking life for you not to reach your goal. How are you going to feel? How are you going to feel in that moment? The biggest regret of old people, I remember watching that video. I think it was that they cared what too many people thought, and they did things for other people that didn't even care about them. But they were literally living their lives as they wanted somebody else to live like. But that was their biggest regret. I remember seeing that some of them was that they cared too much what people thought. Too many people controlled their lives, and they lived their life on what other people wanted them to live. So they didn't start that business. They didn't take that risk because they were scared of what people thought about them. Think about it. That's the biggest regret of old people. Think about when you're old and you have that and you're in that position where it held you back from living that dream life. You knew that you could have reached all your goals, but you were scared what other people thought about you, and that held you back from reaching all those goals that you wanted, from reaching that dream life, that version of you that you wanted to become. How are you gonna feel in that moment? You're gonna feel so much guilt, shame, and you're gonna feel stupid that you didn't take action. You're gonna feel stupid that held you back. You need to act like those people don't even exist. You need to just ghost them and don't even care what they say at all, because they're literally talking up to you. Basically, they are talking up to you, because if they're hating on you, that means you're doing different things than the rest of the people, and that means you're gonna end up where most people don't end up, in a good way. You're gonna end up exceptional in that 1%, where nobody ends up. Only the crazy people, the obsessed people, the focused people. That is where you're going to end up, because people are going to start hating on you. They're going to think, Why is this dude so focused? Why is this dude so obsessed? He's crazy. He's stupid by putting all that work into that business, posting all that content, posting all those stories, posting himself every day of him doing the work. That dude's dumb. Why is he doing that? They're gonna hate on you regardless, but they're talking up to you. They're hating on you because they see you chasing your goals, and they see you doing better than them, and they just want to bring you down. They see you, this is them. They see you trying to get better than them and getting better than them in the gym, in your business, whatever, in life. And they want to bring you down. They want to bring you down because they don't want to see you doing better than them. They don't. Nobody wants to see you doing better than them, other than your mom, your dad, a good mentor, and a good coach. Other than that, nobody. Nobody other than your family. Because that's the truth. It's harsh, but that's the truth. But you need to expect the hate. If nobody's hating on you, you're not going to end up exceptional because you're doing the same thing as everybody else. Why would anybody hate on you? You're not doing better than them. People aren't going to hate on you. When you do better than a lot of people are going to hate you. And the good thing is, there's equal and opposite forces. So if a lot of people hate you, guess what? A lot of people love you. A lot of people fuck with you. A lot of people want to be friends with you. A lot of people want to talk to you. A lot of people want advice from you, want you to help them. Because you need to be on one side. You can't try to be in the middle and try to please everybody. You can't do that. And you shouldn't try to do that. You need to just talk about what you want to do, what you like, and just be yourself. Because the people who are like you and like the things that you want, like the things that you like, they're going to mess with you because you're like them. And you don't want to act like somebody else just to please the rest. Because then you're just living in their opinions and you're letting them control your life. Don't let other people control your life anytime. Never. Literally, their words and their opinions is controlling your whole fucking life. They have that much power over you. And you're letting them happen. It's not even their fault, it's your fault. Because you're letting them take control over your whole life. You're letting them make decisions for you. You're literally letting them control your whole life. You think about, now I'm going to start documenting my journey. I'm going to start posting my physique, of mindset, personal development, everything. But then you start thinking, nah, I'm not going to post it. It's going to look cringe. It's going to look stupid. And then they literally control your whole life. They literally stop you from posting, stop you from starting your journey, stop you from becoming that version of you. And you start thinking, nah, I'm not going to post it because this person's going to say that. This person's going to think I'm cringe. This person's going to see me at school and say something. They literally control your whole life because you're too much of a bitch to say, nah, fuck it. I don't give a fuck what people think. You care too much what people think. And guess what? You're going to let them control your whole life. You're going to let them control where you end up with your whole life. You're letting them control the whole outcome of your life. You're letting them control whether you get that dream life or not. But it's your decision. You can literally decide right now, I don't care what people think. I don't give a fuck what they say to me right now because it's not going to matter in the future. And you just start posting today. But you don't want it that bad. And you still care what people think. And you're going to let them control your whole life. But whenever you don't feel like doing it, think about those people who are doubting you and talk shit on you and just say that you're not going to do this, you're not going to do that, you're wasting your time, you could be doing something better, that this isn't the route, you're not going to make it doing this, you're not going to get that physique doing this, you're wasting your time in the gym, you're wasting your time on that food. Prove them wrong and prove yourself right. You need to whenever you don't feel like doing it, think about all those people who proved you wrong, those goals that you want, the person you want to be that has all those things, and think about what that person would do in that certain situation whenever you don't feel like doing anything. You think about all the people who said you weren't going to do shit. Think about it. Whenever that alarm goes off, those people who said you weren't going to do shit, they're going to be right about you when you sleep in. They're going to be right about you. You need to prove them wrong, prove yourself right. Because that's all that matters, is to prove yourself right. Proving them wrong is just an extra. Sorry about that. I've been burping so much. But proving them wrong is just an extra. Proving yourself right is what matters at the end of the day. That's the only thing that matters. Saying that you were going to do something and you actually did it. You saying you were going to do something and then people doubt you. People say, nah, you're not going to do that. You're not going to do it. That is literally extra fuel to the fire. That is extra motivation. That is extra ambition, extra drive to reaching that goal and to prove them wrong. Them proving you wrong is a bonus and just additional drive and motivation. Prove them wrong and prove yourself right. Well, that's what you need to do when your mind says no. You know, think about those, your goals, the person you want to be, what that version of you would do in that situation, and all those people who proved you wrong. You need to prove them wrong and prove yourself right. And actually live and do the things that you said you're going to do and actually accomplish them for yourself, your younger self, your family, whoever. But just do it. Because if you don't, you're just going to live with regret that other people controlled your life, that you were too lazy, you didn't want it bad enough, you were too comfortable. And that's a sad life. Don't let that be you. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you stick to the end, I appreciate you so much. Like, honestly. If you want to follow my Instagram, it's in the description. I'll be posting 10 or 15 stories a day, mostly 15, sometimes more. Just be dropping value of what I'm doing every single day, my process, the videos I'm recording, what I do for cardio, everything, what I eat, everything. Interested in that? Follow my Instagram. Thank you for watching. Like, I appreciate you so much if you stuck all the way to the end. But see you guys in the next one.